So Tom, I suppose we're back in your new parlour.
We are back in the brand spanking new parlour. It's a bit dirty, so it's due its wash tomorrow. Don't judge.
So it's obviously a gear parlour you went for it.
Yeah, so to be fair, I'd looked around a few gears. I looked at a few robots as well, to be honest. And I was this close to going for robots, and that is genuine. And I just didn't go for it. The grazing on the robot was a bit more difficult, and I really want to graze. Obviously, it's no secret that I think my grazing isn't good enough, and that's genuine. You know, I am my worst critic, and I don't think it is. So me and Luke really want to push the grazing. We've got the water troughs, I've got the water pipe, so we're going to do it this year. There's a plan. Yeah, so instead of the robot idea, because we want it to graze, I went for the 14-a-side swing over gear parlour. Feed to yield on the collars. We put all the collars in as well. They're an absolute godsend. So I think we said before, like milk yields probably increased by, I reckon minimum 800 litres a cow a year just by being in here. And you can just see what on the records. So in the last 2 years, our most milk produced, top 3 milk produced months was September, October and December. I've not looked at it since, and that was with the maize as well that we put in. So it really was flying. We just had a bale in between because we knocked our old parlour down, and milk production dropped because we had a little bit of a lull period. We had a lot of cows long in milk. So now we've got, I think, about 38 dry cows, Luke. So yeah, Luke's behind. He's our main herdsman. He looks after the cows, makes sure everything's going right. So yeah, 38 dry cows for us is a lot. We've got 173 in the herd at the moment. Again, that's a lot. So accidental expansion again is hitting us hard. And it's worked really well. It's all about getting the cows milked and out as quick as possible. So we've put that brush in. Before that brush, I reckon in the afternoon, 12 aside, enough for one man. Now that brush, if I wasn't distracted from Grace, I could do 16 cows a side easy. In the morning you can live with 18 because there's so much milk on them, you're waiting for the units to come up. I didn't like the idea of doubled up because I didn't like washing the cows when the unit was here. Obviously these cows have pooed a bit. I like the idea of swinging over, so when you're doing your preparation of cows it's all clean and clear. And it's all what I've known. Maybe I should have tried it, but I like it. And honestly, I've not regretted putting this parlour in at all. I've not regretted not going for robots. Not regretted not doubling up. The only issue I have with this parlour was a Thomas made issue. Thomas. I went too low with this because in the bale we were milking it was 1 metre high, and the problem with that is it was 1 metre high, and the problem with that was it was too high. I felt like we were reaching. I didn't like it, and then I went 800 mil. Should have gone 900. I think it would have been the perfect thing. We also put the IQ clusters in, which are these clusters. Absolutely amazing. So they don't start sucking until they actually get to a teat. So like they're not actually doing anything. So they won't do anything. They get on a teat and then they go. And you can put them on super fast. I'm not putting them on just as fast now. But yeah. What else did we go for? The nice pretty pitted patterns, volume wash. I'm trying to think what else we did. The feed to yield thing's really good. So we're actually producing more milk off less cake, just for the speed and the right cows are getting the right cake. This is coming off me, who everything I did was all manual. So my dad said you don't need a robot, you need a Tomomatic, and he was just taking the mick out of me because I used to know it all. But obviously we brought in Luke about 3 years ago, and it's really helped me just being able to kind of not take a step away, but do a bit of more of my dad's jobs. And then obviously the social media stuff we do that. But if I wanted to be proper passion, would be milking cows. But I think when you're milking cows, you need to be the cow milking them, the man milking them. And like, you need to do it day in, day out, 5 days a week minimum. But yeah, I love it. I love seeing the progression. I love seeing the cows carb. We've seen the beef stock this morning, so that was a little bit different to what we normally see on my YouTube channel. So cheers Grass Tech, seeing a bit of different side of it. I'm really enjoying that, seeing everything we put in and what comes out. It's mad. I love farming. I love livestock farming. I like a bit of field work. It is good. I'm ready for a bit of field work with the weather being this bad. But cows are where my heart is really, to be honest.
And is it all spring calving, or do you do a bit of...
No, we're all year round.
All
so
year
that's
round.
why our 38 cows in calf is a lot. Not in calf, dry is a lot, but we're just getting a bit of a hangover from the bale. So they're actually going to calve in May time, so that spring flush of grass will be class. And I really want to see what this parlour will do. We peaked. The peak yield I've done daily is 28.2 litres in the winter, which I think is pretty good. If we can hit 30 litres, which I think we could hit 30 litres in spring, it'd be class, especially with all these cows calving just at the right time. And then next year with the maize, we might be able to do it over year. Does milk make money? Probably not, but it is exciting seeing how much milk we can produce with cows. And if the cows are healthy, it's good. Cows are always a little bit conditioned, like I said before. I like a bit of fat on them. I don't really like skinny cows, so rightfully or wrongfully.
And the grip mats you put around the whole place.
Yeah, all the rubber mats. Sorry for the poo. Grace is scaring them all. Yeah, so rubber mats everywhere, especially for us and cows, because we put rubber mats in the sheds, which you would have seen a while ago when we did the video, and they walk down it, and it encourages them to get in, and it encourages them to get out, because when they turn, there's a big thing on turning 90 degrees or 180 and getting more ulcers. So yeah, we put them in. It's a no-brainer for us. It's a big expense, but yeah, a good idea. A good idea as well. I went to the Sisters in Wellies, which is a really, really good farm, really nice girls. And Richard told me not to put that in, which is the channel. I disagree. I think the channel's really good because just push them up to there and it's gone. You don't have to think about it. Different opinions, but again, they are great people. Really, really nice. Are good farmers.
And Tom, I suppose, have you changed your milking times and stuff? You were saying...
Yeah, so we start at 6 o'clock. Last cows are normally out for anywhere from 8 o'clock to 20 past 8, depending on the day. And then we don't start milking. She's known for it, so she milks better in this parlour than the old one. She was culled because she kicks the unit off, and now she milks so good. We've actually kept her, got her in calf again. Probably stupid. But anywho, yeah, and then we used to milk at 3:15, now we milk at 4:15, and we're finished milking for 5:15. But the problem is, it just takes longer to wash because it's a bigger parlour. But it's a nice, more comfortable parlour. Our old one was quite tight. You could never get 3 people in our old one. You looked like you were chasing each other. But this one's amazing. That's the only problem with this. It senses them when they come in and not on the troughs, but they come up quite neat, nicely. This is my cow, by the way, that we mentioned before, at 650 days calving index, but now drops 56 litres a day, so... Wow.
She's worth keeping.
Worth it. And she, to be fair, I think she did like 15,000 litres in that time, so she was still dropping milk well.
I know it's feed to yield, but how much cake roughly are you feeding them in the parlour?
Anywhere up to 8 kilos a day. So 4 kilos of feed, and that's if they're pushing milk. They'll hit that 4 kilos, they'll be on it for, I think, 50 days, I can't remember what it exactly is, and then what will happen is it will come down. If the cows stay at that milk, they'll be fine.
And how long is milking taking roughly?
In the morning, 2 hours to milk. Like, cups are on for 6:10, and like I say, done for about 6:20, and then the wash down's a while. And then in the afternoon, if you're really rattling through, an hour and a half max, actually milking cows. And that is what has increased the milk per cow, I think, more than anything. It's just the time, speed. And that's why we needed this brush, just to speed them up.
Have you seen a difference in somatic cell count or anything like that with the brush?
With the brush, yeah. When I first put it in, we saw up by about, if I'm honest, we put them up about 50 units. It'd be interesting to see. We've only had it in 5 weeks. So we have seen it go up a little bit, which I'm not too bothered with. We run about 90 to 110. So it's gone up, and it doesn't really, you just got to be under 200. Obviously, you want to make sure the cow's teats are staying clean. So that's a big thing. And it definitely cleans the teats. I just made to keep my eye on that cell count, but it's doing a good job.
And say auto wash then, Tom, did you put that in?
So we put it in with this parlour because I was fed up. Need to find the teat. I was fed up with It just comes with new parlours. Our old one was just baths, and we just knew how much hot water and stuff to put it in to circulate it. To be fair, it was really quick to get a wash going in the old parlour. This isn't bad, but you just gotta, you've got more units. You're nearly twice as many units, so it's hard to get out of that 15 minutes you're done. Now it's 25 minutes, and that's wash down, put them away, wash the parlour down. It just takes a bit of water washing out. And then me being the dairy farmer in me, that means more water in the slurry, because it just takes, but it's just a bigger parlour, it's faster, producing more milk.
And say with your milk then, obviously you're putting a lot of it through the farm shop with the vending machine. Do you sell a percentage then, or?
Yeah. So we actually sell the bulk of our milk through doorstep delivery. So 80% of it goes direct to consumer in a glass bottle, and then we've got the shops and cafes, and then the farm shop cafe and the vending machine. Vending machine's really popular, that's done really well. And then about 20%, even maybe 30% now because of the increase in yields, that goes to like bulk sample. And if I'm honest, I shouldn't chase it. I should probably go cut my cow numbers by 30% and just produce the milk I need. But I freaking love milking cows.
And you have the lovely parlour now to do it as well.
I know, and it's really addictive. It's a problem.
I suppose just to finish up, Tom, the main reason we came today was the GPS side of things.
Yes, very excited for that.
Yeah, so I suppose what was the reason for going?
GPS.
Yeah.
A lot of people chatted about it, and I've always thought I've not needed it because I've been with my dad, and he's 67. Don't need that. I've driven in these fields many times. I do agree. And then he unfortunately is getting a back surgery. He's just had it, and he's just walking out now. But he's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, and I want to get fertiliser on. I want to be more precise with it. I want to be like, it sounds rolling a field, be more precise, and I wouldn't get GPS for that. It's more the fertiliser, the cost of it, and making sure we put it on right. It's like this parlour, feed to yield, we're more accurate instead of pressing buttons, that which we used to do. And like, we used to milk record and only know milk yields once a month, and now we know them every day. We know if a cow's got a problem because the milk's dropped. The GPS is the same thing. It's just being more precise with your products and being more efficient in the field. It might save 15% of time in the field. So if you're spending, I don't know, 3 hours in a field, it just saves that bit of time and either get home or get into another field. It's a bit like everyone, isn't it? We're addicted to milking cows. I'm addicted to maybe rent a couple more land, and then, I've got half a day. I might as well get that other 25 acres and crack on, and then that half a day is coming to another week's work. Yeah, so that's kind of why we're growing, we're pushing on, and it was just about time.
Yeah.
And my dad's being ill is probably a good excuse. So, yeah, I'm excited to use it. We did have a go of it, you'll see in the video. Grace got the drone up on mine, and the fields are very wet.
Yeah.
So right now is the 12th of March, and we nearly got stuck in a field with nothing on it, 4-wheel drive and diff lock, and it was on its own. Like, what is the life?
I know. So that's perfect, Tom. I suppose we'll look forward to coming back and seeing, I suppose, the grazing infrastructure and see how you're getting on with the GPS.
Thank you very much. I will get paddocks in. Luke, will we get paddocks in? Yeah. See, Luke has said. Thank you very much for coming around, and fingers crossed the next time you come around, we're doing something else, but not this year, next year. I've had enough for a bit.
Thanks, Tom.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.